Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris news. Say cheese.
Disneyland Paris does something naughty.
Getting emotional.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney fans, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris show. We've got some itty teeny bits of news for you today, but it also feels like it's going to be a slightly bit of an admin-y show. That's quite good because we're going to tell you exciting things that are coming up, how you can help with certain things. We've finally got all three of us back together, which is just a glorious thing. I do miss my boys.
It's beautiful.
And we're looking ahead to things that are going on. We've also got some things delivered from listeners. We've run into some listeners this week. It's going to be an amazing show. You're going to love every minute. You're going to love every minute, so hang around.
Not a guarantee.
I can't remember what this DLP thing's all about, so you're going to have to remind me. It's been a beat.
First quiz question, what does DLP stand for?
Doesn't like potatoes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, funnily enough, because one of our news items does like potatoes.
Ooh.
Anyway, before we get onto any of that, should we see who's in the chat so we know what friends we've invited around for tea
All
today? Tea.
Who are they?
Didn't like that.
Sorry, particular to the listeners for that awful noise. First in the chat today is Steve. Good evening, Disney lovers.
Steve.
This is awesome. I'm first in the chat. Pink hand, and a blue laughing monster face. They're weird, these YouTube emojis, aren't they?
It's almost like a shark, but it's not a shark, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say like a whale or something.
Yeah, a whale, happy whale.
Hello to Joey. Hey everyone, got another question for you all. It's Joey's famous questions. If you had to make a tiki cup design like a Disney or Pixar character, what would you do? What would it or who would it look like?
Oh,
that was hard to read.
I've got an answer for that straight away.
What would it or who would it look like?
Because Geeky Tiki have just released a Stitch one, and it looks awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, so
But that's already done then.
It's already done.
I think I'd need a Country Bear one.
Whoa!
Country Bear's interesting.
That would please me.
What about an Orange Bird one?
Yes, Orange Bird, definitely.
Three caballeros.
Oh man, yeah, one on top of each other like a totem.
Yeah.
One each.
One each.
Then I can have 3 new cups. Sorry, we're eating Swedish fish.
Mm.
Left over from the buffet at the after show for the producers. And
For those listening, can you tell them what Swedish fish is? Because when you went shopping for this, I genuinely thought you were going to come back with herring.
There's a line in the show where Ulla says, What did she say? She says something that she says many different.
She
herring.
says about at 7:30. Ulla likes to have a breakfast. Many different herring.
Many different
Big
herrings.
Swedish breakfast. Many different herring.
So I thought this would be a good thing to add to the buffet.
And by sure, they mean they've both just
And
been in an amateur dramatic production of The Producers. That's what they mean by the show.
Yes, we have.
The red flavoured sweets, and they're oddly smooth.
They are really strangely smooth.
And I'm a bit worried because red colouring in sweets has been found to be a cause of the condition I have.
Interesting.
I don't eat a particularly large amount, maybe I do, of red sweets in particular. I eat all the sweets. I think maybe that's a problem.
This sounds like a fun game we can play.
Yeah. Give yourself ulcerative colitis. I'm not saying Swedish fish give you that, but studies have found that red colouring in some sweets, so a certain colouring. So I wouldn't like to, just in case anyone from Swedish Fish is watching, I'm not saying it's you. I don't actually know.
I feel like we've gone off on a bit of a tangent.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
We've only been going 2 minutes and we're already on a tangent.
Yeah.
Hello to John Parker and L, fourth in the chat. That's a personal best. John says, evening gang, by the way. L says, so, BFF friend enemy, Jafar.
I think
Captain
you've missed
Hook.
something.
Oh,
Sir,
yeah.
she said that in the chat, she says the lights play a game that's similar to Snog, Marry, Avoid, but it's a Disney edition and it's BFF. What is it? BFF?
Friend, enemy.
BFF, friend, enemy.
BFF, friend, enemy.
So this is a good game.
Okay.
Jafar, Captain Hook, and Queen of Hearts. That's BFF, Jafar, friend, Captain Hook, and enemy, Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, I feel like me and Fairy Godmother, we could have a bit of a stitch and bitch going on, me and Fairy
Do you
Godmother.
reckon?
I think so. So I think we'd be BFFs.
Okay.
But then if I was feeling a little bit youthful and I wanted to play out, maybe Rapunzel would be fun. No, I think...
No.
no, I think Jasmine, perhaps. But then enemy, I'm going to have to think about that one.
That's
Are
a
you
tough
thinking?
one.
That is a tough one.
Let's think about it.
Hades.
I think BFF
Self-entitled
would have to be,
man-child.
BFF would have to be like Berlioz or one of those two boy cats.
Oh.
How cool would that be?
Oh.
Having them as a friend. I think that'd be ace. Friend, I don't know. I don't know. I never do well with these kinds of things.
Yeah.
'Cause-
One of us has just thumbed up something.
Ooh.
Anyway. That's one to think on. Think on in the chat, guys. I'm interested in this. Right, sorry. Hugh.
We've got Bonnie under Lucy's name, and she waves the pink hand. And we all know that is Jimmy Clement's pink hand, who is just next in the chat. Jimmy made famous the pink wavy hand. Nikki's also here. Evening, everyone. Such a busy but brilliant weekend. We took Jasmine to her first concert at Forest Live
Oh.
to see my favourite band, The Cause, yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nick, is this Nick of Nick? Who? Hang on, let me double check. I can just find out. I can go into our chat.
Nick and Michelle.
Yeah, because we had some
We
more
have something
more,
here.
more patches sent.
Ooh.
It is Nick. We got the patches, so we will come back to those later from Michelle.
Yeah.
Again, that might not make sense to some of the listeners. We will talk about patches later on.
We've also got.
Add it to your agenda.
Nick says, such a busy weekend, right? And then today we went to see Inside Out 2 at the cinema, which was excellent.
Oh, there's lots of people saying good things about that. Andrew said that he couldn't believe that it was possible to do better than the first Inside Out, but
Yeah,
he did.
that's weird to me because I don't rate Inside Out.
But he did make a slight faux pas. He said you have to give it 5 teardrops. I felt like typing.
He said,
I think you'll be the judge of that.
Well, I was thinking that. No, he specifically said it deserves all of its 5 teardrops, and I was like, whoa, those are my teardrops to give.
The thing is, we've talked about Pixar being emotionally manipulative before, and me and Bonnie sat and watched while you two were on stage getting you acclaim. Me and Bonnie watched Inside Out this week, and I did cry. Ugly tears in front of my little girl, and I'm like, do I want to go to a cinema and put myself
When
through
she ran
this?
away and got on the coach. That
Yeah,
is quite tear-jerky, isn't it?
yeah.
I get
There's
that.
Bing Bong, and there's
Lose-
This is
all of it.
obsessed at the moment
Losing
with Inside
Goofball
Out.
Island, that's a sad one.
I think
Yeah.
losing Goofball Island really upset me. It's just the whole like not having joy thing. It's like
Yeah.
Dementors. It's a crazy concept.
I never lost my Goofball Island, so neither should she.
Agreed.
We also have in the chat today Sugar Sweet Samantha, a.k.a. Sugar Sweet Mama, who says good evening. And Ed is here. Sugar Sweet Samantha says, to answer Joey's question, I would love a villain's tiki cup.
Yeah.
Just a totem pole of villains.
Actually,
An Ursula one would.
a Maleficent one would be really cool
Maleficent.
as well, wouldn't it?
Dr. Facilier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I want that.
We've got Andrew
Are
here.
you ready?
Andrew is here.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Howdy, says Andrew.
How the devil are you? And a happy birthday to your daughter
Ah.
for yesterday. Yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Oh, do we have to sing the song? Should we do it?
Oh, hang on.
Is it not that, Andrew?
No, it's just Elle saying...
Hang on.
Is there a rule here that we've missed?
What's the rule?
Elle says in reply to Samantha, you can't just pick your own characters. You have to use the three given.
Well, that's what I thought. It's like
Snog, Mario, Void.
Then
So-
give your own three names.
That's what I thought. Right. Okay.
So
we have Mr.
we
Rule.
could give to the audience, we could say Chris, Hugh and Lucy, BFF, friend, enemy. And then
Right.
they'd have to like rank us in that way. You can't just choose any Disney thing. Well, that's quite fun.
I do feel like I was about to sing Happy Birthday to Katie then we had to stop. And I need to see it through. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Hugh?
Go for it.
I'm confused. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Pitched that awfully badly there at the
You did,
start.
that
We've
was
got
it.
tired
Bum
voices.
note at
We've
the
been
end.
singing all week.
Yeah, we've actually been on
With-
and off taking it in turns to have sore throats all week as well.
Yeah, and the COVID's actually gone through the cast.
It has. COVID's gone through the cast. It's been a fun time. We
Right.
should talk about it sometime, but probably not on this podcast.
Let's
It's already been an incredibly erratic episode. And
I'm
we're
just
only
gonna-
11
Fragmented,
minutes
it's
in.
fragmented.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly get through the rest of the
Go on, then.
who's in the chat. We've also got Ruth and Gemma and
Hello,
Lisa. 98
Gemma.
days to go, liking being in double figures. Yeah, it's a good
Ooh.
feeling. Emmy is here. Bonnie says Jimmy copied me. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Interesting. Jason says good evening. Joey says I would design Woody from Toy Story 1. His cowboy hat would be a lid on the cup.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea.
Like to see
Like
that.
straw, like one with the straw, the plastic one.
We used to have a really good...
Cool.
It's a Small World cup set. There's a bowl and another bowl. There's like a plate and a bowl, and the bowl was the face, and the
yeah,
plate
I've
was the
seen
hat, and the cup was the body.
We've still got the bowl.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
And we've also got Pamela, who's got 99 days to go, and yes, it is Nick and Michelle, says Nick, and Chili Patrol. First time watching live, 72 days to go for our 3-year-old twin daughter's first trip to DLP.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
Chili Patrol.
Yeah, well, we've got some
That's
chili
what we
sauces
are.
to try today.
Bonnie's answered the question. She says the BFF would be the panda from that one Mickey short. Yep. Friend Rapunzel. Enemy Figment. Bonnie hates Figment.
Nick says a haunted mansion tiki cup with the 3 singing busts
Oh,
on
yeah.
one side, on a door that opens on the other, which conceals a hidden straw inside. There are 4 singing busts.
Ooh. Well, then it wouldn't work. would
There's
it?
3
It just
hitchhiking
wouldn't
ghosts, though.
Yeah.
That's probably, yes. Could be that.
Elle says, okay, you're all getting the game wrong.
Right, can we just accept that the game is this? You pick 3 names, 3
Yeah.
characters, and then
Right,
we
and then you have to
decide
right.
which
so,
one's your best friend forever, which one's your friend, and which
Right,
one
so-
is your enemy.
Ellie.
L.
L.
Elle said Jafar, Captain Hook, and Queen of Hearts.
Right.
So I'm gonna go enemy.
Queen of Hearts. Has to be. She's got no redeeming qualities. I mean,
Yeah,
Jafar
no,
doesn't
you're
have,
right.
but she
You're
has
right.
No redeeming
You
qualities.
can't reason with the Queen. I agree. You can't reason with her.
So it has to be.
So I'd have Captain.
Captain Hook is your best friend forever, because actually we get some right fun with him, wouldn't you?
I reckon he knows where the rum's kept as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So you always need a BFF who knows where the rum's kept.
And like as an evil person, he still seems to his crew seem to get on with him
BFF,
all right, and have
yeah.
respect for him. Therefore, he must have something about him.
Is he
and
friend
must
or
have fun.
BFF?
BFF.
So friend is Jafar.
Yeah, because Yago gets on with him, so he must be all right.
Yeah. But you got to keep your eye on him.
Yeah, you've definitely got to keep your eye on him.
That's how we play the game. Although Samantha was just answering the question about the tiki cup. Unless I missed one.
Ah.
You see?
There we are.
So, sugar sweet Samantha. It's all good. Right.
Elle also says, I said it on Facebook, but I'll say it again. Producers, well done, guys.
Aww.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There's nothing more to say about that.
Yeah.
We thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been a right
You
good
had
week.
to have 4 podcast fans go and see you in producers, I think.
Yeah.
Do we?
In fact, Susie messaged me yesterday, and I read it but didn't reply to it. So, Susie, I'm really sorry. I will reply when my mobile phone isn't being used as a camera for this particular show today. But I feel humbled.
Yeah.
It's really nice that people have come to see us, and I've just thoroughly enjoyed this last week.
We had Guy was there as well.
Yeah.
Next time, people might not necessarily know, but Lauren was there, which was nice. But she could have come and said hello in the bar afterwards. But you might not necessarily know to do that. But
No.
yeah,
Please do though. If you do, if we do ever do anything,
we always go into the bar afterwards and hang around.
loiter.
Yeah, you can stage door them anytime, they don't mind. Should we do a little bit of news? Just one of the bits, thank you. Just so I feel like there's some forward
So we
force
get on with it. Come on.
driving this podcast. So, say cheese. PhotoPass photographers are now on Main Street in the morning, ready to greet visitors as they come and have their photo taken in front of the castle. I mean, about blooming time. They've occasionally been down the corner where you get sprayed by the fountains, but not on the regular. You can't count on it. You might occasionally see one over by Skull Rock, but other than that, they'll sometimes be with characters, but not even consistently with characters, are they?
No.
And then you're on rides, basically.
It's been a while since we've done one of these shows, but can you just remind me, am I allowed to be cynical on this show?
Yes.
Yes, please.
So-
Please do.
So in the not too distant future, the Olympics starts, and a bunch of people who've never been to Disneyland before are going to be coming to Paris for sports and thinking, I'm going to pop in for a day, and this is my moment to get my forever memories and stuff. It feels like this is going to be a short-lived thing that's there for a purpose.
This has always got me. You were allowed to. You get these little temporary cards when you have a photo taken by a PhotoPass photographer. If you don't have PhotoPass, and you can keep that little cardboard card, and they will tell you that at any point in your trip you can go and upgrade it to be a photo pass. So they're trying to sell this product, and they need people to go, oh, do you know what? I've already got 8 or 9 pictures on here. This is worth it. And when I say 8 or 9, I mean 8 or 9 locations, which probably means that you've got 30, 40 pictures.
And that aren't just you with your eyes shut going as you go down a ride.
That's it. The rides are so inconsistent. On Pirates, the photograph station's often down. And, you know...
And there's often someone sat in front of you with their arms up, covering your face.
So I don't feel the ride photos are enough to sell it. Now,
Public announcement, guys. Don't put your arms up for the camera if there's people behind you. Just think. All right?
Particularly if they've queued for over an hour and they're wearing 5 Run Disney medals, please. Ruined my trip. But having a PhotoPass photographer right in the middle of Main Street when people enter, and it's the first trip that they've ever had, and they see that going on, and they think they've just walked in, they've got stars in their eyes. I can jump in there and have that photo taken. What's this? It's just going to sell the product. Now, whether they have that photo in particular or not, whether other people get that photo, it doesn't matter. It will just sell the product, the visibly being PhotoPass photographers there. Because I've thought about it many a time. When we had annual pass and we knew we'd get it cheap, we went without it, and I thought, I might get PhotoPass this trip. And then as the trip goes on, I'm thinking, no, it's not worth it. We just haven't had enough photos taken.
Well, I'm not going to lie. When we went 2 years ago, when we saw you there was a photographer there taking like magic pictures with dust and stuff. So I've got a picture of me blowing pixie dust, and they're the best pictures we've got from the whole holiday. But the fact that they were there absolutely made it worthwhile that we've got the PhotoPass. It made it. So yeah, you're right.
I think I was quite insulting to one in Florida because they wanted to do a magic shot, and then they spoke to said something to the colleague, and they said, "Oh no, I don't think we're doing that at the moment." And they said, "Oh, well, we're going to put Orange Bird in there," and I just because I was hanging back because I don't like to have my picture taken for those. So I kind of called over. I can do that. I said, I can do it now, actually. I just need to get a PNG off Google. I said, I can literally do it now. And I thought, that's really just like belittling, like what. But to be fair, that's what they do. They just put a PNG of a character on.
You do. You are a Photoshop ninja, though. I know you're going to say anyone would do that.
I can literally do it in the queue. Like, as soon as I download the photograph, I can go, right, I'll put Orange Bird on it. But for some people, they can't, so it is worthwhile. The
point to me is not, like I do agree, PhotoPass is worthwhile if you're doing these meets and all that things. But people need to know it's there and that it is worth it. And, if they think, oh, well, I can go back and get that photo on Main Street if I decide to buy it. And, it's because sometimes you can have a whole trip and not see a PhotoPass photographer. I mean, I think maybe that was immediately after COVID, but there was a time when it was really desperate.
Yeah.
So this is lovely that they're back there.
Agreed.
This just in from Magical by Sarah. Tip from a friend of mine. You don't need a booking for the Disneyland Hotel bar or breakfast, a.k.a. crepe and tea, which is served 11 till 3, which I think is nice to know.
That is good to know.
It is.
It's a way in. It's your way in.
Yeah.
So that whole not allowing entry to anyone but resort guests really didn't last long, did it? For Disneyland Hotel. I mean, I don't know if they intended it as an opening period thing, but they certainly worded it as if it was going to be permanent, didn't they? And
that exclusivity's disappeared.
It has, because they've got products they want to sell. They've got Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and they've got restaurant seats to fill and all that kind of thing.
Bobbidi Boutique.
Should we have a drink?
I'm thirsty.
Hey, ole, it's showtime. All together. In your tiki cup. In your tiki cup. Well, you make yourself a beverage or drink it up from your tiki cup.
Lucy's having cordial in her transparent tiki cup.
Love it.
If you recall, before her birthday, she was saying she didn't like tiki cups because people were saying, "Where's your tiki cup, Lucy?" And she says, "I don't like opaque glasses."
No.
Which is one of these things that she has. Like,
and he said, "I didn't realise that."
I don't know that
I didn't know that, and we had this whole conversation about it lots of times.
Yeah, but I'm normally like, as I've said before, in my defence, I'm normally like reading the chat or something. I've got a lot on,
Yeah.
But you're married.
I've got a lot on.
I know.
And also we don't listen to each other.
He likes to not listen to me because then it's like every date is like a first date because like he doesn't know me.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remedied it. I got her a transparent tiki cup, and that's what she's drinking from today. I'm having my Endor one from Star Wars Land. I can't be bothered with its 9 different names. Star Wars Land. And I'm basically...
It's from Olga's Cantina, though.
I'm basically just having beer. This is a Cumberland... hashtag not sponsored. Golden beer, 4%,
nice.
by Jennings. And if it's bad, I'll tell you. Chris is having an alcohol-free beer, and it's a nice one. I haven't been out to B&M, Chris, so I wasn't able to get you the Bud.
The order that I placed.
What are they called?
I don't know, the bro drinks that we have.
The
Budweiser and lemonade.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, though?
Yeah, it's
nice.
really good.
Anyway, so that's what we're drinking. And what are you drinking?
What are you drinking? Nick's drinking Tizer.
Ooh.
I know.
God, oh, man, I haven't had that in a while.
Tizer.
I've got an unquenchable thirst today. And, sometimes just a fizzy drink is what you need to cut through. That's why in the parks, sometimes you're just like, I need a slush. I need a slushy. That's all I need, which is particularly difficult in Paris because, there's always one under the bridge by the Storybook boat ride. And, of course, it wasn't there. And the one time I was desperate. And I even filmed it and I was like, yeah, of course it isn't there.
They know you come in.
Ruth's having a gin and tonic for a change.
Oh, enjoy that, Ruth.
Do you know what? I would describe this Cumberland beer by Jennings as absolutely good.
Sugar Sweet Samantha's drinking Pepsi Max, and my immediate thought is, this close to bedtime?
We used to do that when we first started doing the classic
It's a
shows.
terrible
We used to
idea.
drink cans of Coke and then not sleep.
Every Sunday night I'd be laying staring at the ceiling like that.
I won't advise this. I handle caffeine very badly, but I've started this year deliberately having one near bedtime so that I can get up early because it wakes me up in the morning, like quicker. If I think, I've got a busy day tomorrow, so I'd rather not lie in.
I don't think that's health advice.
It's absolutely not. I prefaced it with that, but don't do that.
Speaking of the classic show, interesting fact: this date here is the closest show we will get from all of our podcasts to 37 Disney Street being 5 years old. 5 years and 5 days now we've been podcasting.
Wow.
In one form or another. How good is that?
It's bonkers.
5 years. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, Sugar Sweet Samantha has said she has a severe migraine and the caffeine makes her medication work quicker.
Okay.
That's true.
Fair.
That is true. That's why they put it in Anodine Extra. So you are absolved, and I hope your migraine gets better. That's rubbish.
How can we help you with your migraine? I'm surely this rabble isn't.
I know that noise that Hugh just made certainly didn't. Oh, there
Do
she
it
goes
again.
I'm a little concerned because Bonnie said, when you said, what are you drinking? She's put air. Bonnie, if you want a glass of water, sweetie, you can come downstairs and get one. We don't mind. You won't be interrupting.
She's also put figment, dye, and an angry face twice in the chat.
That's what happens when she gets dehydrated, you see. She gets tetchy.
Yeah, Bonnie, come get a drink.
And speaking of birthdays of the show, I missed your birthday as well, so I've got a present for you.
That was months ago.
Yeah, but this is only the second show that we've had since your birthday.
Oh, no.
When we've been together. And last year, it was October before I gave you your birthday
Do you know, I
present,
did
so
wonder who you're bringing this for. Oh, that's
It's just a little
amazing.
something.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you what's more amazing in a second.
Describe it for the listeners.
He's got me a Lego Brickheads of Mirabelle, which is, I did a special Disney bound of Mirabelle, but also that's one of my most favourite modern Disney films.
Lucas picked it.
And that is so beautiful. And
Lucas.
that's just great. I'm between jobs at the moment. I'm a freelance creative, for want of a better word, and I had a hand-in deadline last week, and I won't get the notes back from that till next week, and then I don't have a job that starts the week after that. So this is effectively annual leave for me.
Annual leave,
if that makes any sense, and that I'm not working. So I'm like, I'm gonna do unimportant things next week, and I think just sitting and
There's nothing more unimportant.
well, no, but I get guilty of playing when there's work to do, so I think just sitting and watching some telly and making a brickhead is right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what's more amazing. I nearly texted you at 7:10 to say, Chris, can you bring some chocolate, because I just really needed chocolate. And Bonnie, when I suggested it, Bonnie gave me a look like, don't you dare, that's rude.
I would have totally done that.
I think you would have
count
done.
on me.
If I said, Chris, and what's he done? He's put a lint in the back. So this is something else that'll keep me up all night, but I don't care because I'm going to have it. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome. And happy birthday for a month ago. More than a month ago.
Thank you. How appreciative I was of my gifts. That's amazing. Right, I'm going to carry on some news.
Let's get us back on track again.
And then I can eat my lint in peace while they talk about something. So, Disneyland Paris is feeling naughty. What I mean by this, do you know what this news is?
No.
Do you know what this news is?
Have you seen this? You heard about this?
They've announced the details of another Disneyland Paris annual pass party
Oh.
on the 13th of September.
Ah.
And it is themed to, now this made a little bit of my 42-year-old heart die, back to the 2000s.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
So it's a noughties themed like retro party, and they've got loads of retro things.
Wow.
Now the thing is, I remember, and sadly this will be about 8 or 9 years ago, when one of my students said that she was really into 90s vintage. I got really upset. When I realised the 90s were vintage, I got upset. Now we've moved past that now. So now things are vintage that aren't even my youth. We were in our 20s and buying houses in the noughties.
The 90s started 34 years
Oh,
ago.
just don't. So yeah, we were actual adults with mortgage in the noughties, and now they've become nostalgic, and I can't deal with this.
No, it's
This
odd,
onwards
isn't it?
passage of time.
It's very, very odd.
Joey
Yeah.
says, that is the best theme, in caps.
That is
I'm
the
guessing
best.
Joey was young and sprightly in the noughties. We were already moving past it.
Are they going to run Indiana Jones backwards for the night?
Yeah. Now to be fair, we first went to Disneyland Paris as a couple in the noughties, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I'd been in the 90s.
2002.
2, 3.
I think I'm one.
Well,
2001.
Indiana Jones was going backwards. You said so, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't it 2002 when it started going
Oh,
backwards?
maybe you know better than I do.
I think we've had this conversation before.
Anyway, yeah, but
It
we
was
did
during
do
my
it
first
backwards.
year of uni, so that was 2001.
There we are, 2001.
There you go. So, it's 7:30 till 2:30 a.m. on the 13th/14th of September. Early entry is at 6 p.m. if you've got a ticket.
And it's all going to be, it's going to be 2000s classic film meet and greets.
This is what I like. But hang on, what films have you got in the 2000s?
Oh, The Wild.
You've got
Dinosaur.
Brother Bear,
Chicken Little.
Meet the Robinsons.
So
All the best ones.
Bowler Hat Guy's coming back out again, isn't he? Oh, hang
Tiana
on.
will be there though.
Emperor's New Groove, was that in the thousands, or was that was in the thousands?
Born
Yes, it
like
was. It was
Fantasia?
like that was like 2000.
Fantasia 2000.
Two
Was that in the 2000s?
Actually, I think it was released in December 99. If
So
you want me to be
Mickey-
pedantic.
Mickey should be in his Sorcerer's Apprentice outfit.
Treasure Planet.
Treasure
Treasure
Planet.
Planet.
Lilo and Stitch, of
Search
course.
For Atlantis.
Lilo
And then you've got like I'm reading from a list here: Finding Nemo, Enchanted, Meet the Robinsons, Fantasia 2000, of course. Up, Halls.
Is Up that old?
You can meet a hall. They just got a big black circle.
Lucas loves that film.
It's good.
I've never watched it, but we watched it.
Well, I watched it
at
once,
school and
a long time ago.
Me
really
and Bonnie
enjoyed it.
have just discovered the song Shia LaBeouf.
Atlantis.
Have you heard that?
I have heard it, but not
Actual
not recently.
cannibal Shia LaBeouf. I
Ratatouille.
recommend it.
High School Musical. Jerry says.
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear, yeah.
High School. Bolt.
Yeah.
Bolt.
I mean, you're only really listing B-list things for me, to be fair.
Thing is, this list is wrong because I might have said some wrong ones actually because there's just show me a bunch that are
90s.
definitely 90s films.
Yeah. Anyway,
Still.
so flashy 2000s fashion welcome. What were the 2000 fashions? Was I not there? I'm not sure what 2000s fashions were. I know what I was wearing.
Was it jeans and
I was wearing
t-shirt?
flared
Right, yeah.
cords.
It was
and
really
tight t-shirts.
simple.
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking, like I've got an image of like the ladies would wear like a simple color, like midriff sleeveless top, just a single color, no patterns.
Yeah.
And like some baggy jeans.
Yeah.
Guys would have frosted tips and like
no beards. It was
and like a
it was
green
before beards, wasn't it?
green and black
Yeah.
Or in
stripy
between the 70s and beards and now beards, it was still like clean shaven.
baggy
period.
shorts.
Yeah.
Although it's also 90s, but I'm just
Boot cut.
I'm thinking in particular of like something like what's that? Taming of the Shrew. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Or
Hi Tanya.
what's the other one?
I am back. Sorry, Tanya says, "Hey, Chris is back. I am back. And me, I'm back."
There he is.
We don't want to talk about next week
So-
yet, though. Hey,
This is on a sale. Yeah, so put it in your diaries if you're interested. At 11 a.m. What's Central European time?
yeah,
On the 10th of July. So would that be 10 a.m. here?
yes, no, 11.
Tw-
11, did you say?
11 a.m.
Yeah, 10 o'clock here. Yeah,
10 a.m. here.
I should know this. I work with Europeans.
And
I
it's-
spend all my life trying to translate. CET to
59
GMT.
euros per member, and you're allowed to bring 2 non-member guests.
Ooh.
There's 3 of us
This
though.
sounds fun. This sounds so much
Does
fun.
it sound like something you want to buy yourself an annual pass for and then go?
Yeah,
I am
Well, I'm
nostalgic
not,
for
but
the
yeah.
for the 2000s, you know.
I think I am. I think most
Really
of
am.
the
Oh,
music,
I'm not.
most of the music I'm really into is from between 2000 and 2005,
The thing for me is
probably.
music, and the music that I hated was all around in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got married and divorced in the 2000s.
Good
So it was a
going.
pretty dark place for me that whole period of time.
Yeah.
Until like 2006, 2007. But by then you're practically out of the decade, are you? So I have no nostalgia whatsoever for it.
What was it you said you used to watch around that time on repeat? There's a film.
I
or
know you
something.
don't like
Sure, you
Hunchback of
mentioned
Notre
it
Dame
not
because
long
you
ago.
watched.
Lilo and Stitch. I used to watch Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo
on
and
repeat.
Stitch. Was that like
Yeah.
a comfort
Yeah.
view?
And Hercules. I used to watch Lilo and Stitch and Hercules on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And play Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yes.
Not Vice City. No.
We go in again, guys.
City.
We go in. We're
City.
listing.
We're allowed
listing.
to go off on one.
It's important information,
That's what I tune in for on my podcast that
Okay.
I listen to. I like the tangents.
So well, that's all the information I have. But that sounds like a really, really good night, and I'm so jealous. And if anyone manages to go, please tell me. Oh, if I lived anywhere near the Eurostar and didn't have a child who needed looking after and an annual pass, I would just be zooming back and forth to these kind of things.
Joey's asked if we could have our own version for the live stream.
Joey, who's 29 next Sunday. Here's the thing, though. I was going to say, oh, will you be on the show next Sunday? We'll give you a shout out. But we're not sure we're going to be because, depending on how it goes this week, we
I mean,
might
we're going to jinx it right now. So
we
it won't
might be in
matter
the
when we're on the
finals
show.
of the Euros. So
Yes.
And it could be against France as well.
and it's
potentially.
8:00, and we can't compete with that, I'm afraid. And we want to watch
we
it.
wanna watch it,
So
yeah.
if we're in the final, what we're going to do, we don't know. That's to decide.
That's on the admin list. That's on the admin list.
We'll figure it
chat
all
about
out
that.
later. But yeah, watch this space.
Oh, Susie's just popped into the chat. Say evening all. We're just heading to bed as we're getting up at 3 a.m. to set off to Devon. Oh, congrats on the producers. It really was 10 out of 10.
Thanks, Susie.
It was
Aren't they
great to see you
awesome?
out there, Susie. As I clocked Susie as I was looking out during the.
He does this.
During-
Hugh does this.
during-
Hugh looks in the audience
during
and
my big
spots
number.
people and tells me where they are. Sorry for interrupting you. He spots people and then tells me where they are so that I know. So at one point, a couple of nights ago, a lady called Sally was in who played Ula the last time that we did the producers.
11 years ago.
And I'm 11.
11.
And she, I decided to do some of my Ula lusting towards her as a bit of a tribute for her, but it probably went right over her.
Well, I broke my rule of shaking hands as another character that I play who shan't be named in the front row and went into the second row to shake Susie's hand last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow. This is great content, this, isn't it?
I think I did. It's all a bit of it.
I just
It's all
started
a
eating
blur.
my chocolate.
Right.
Right. Okay. Before we go on to the last piece, I'm going to do the last piece of news because it's so short. It sounds like I'm saving it for best. I'm not. Getting quite emotional. They've erected a joy and an anxiety statue.
Chris and I were just being very immature then. For some reason, we looked at each other and
Wide-eyed.
we're normally better than this.
This is the producers all over, though, isn't it?
Our sense of humour's got a lot broader in the last few days for some bizarre reason. Carry on. Erected a what?
They've erected some joy.
Oh,
That is bad.
And anxiety. That tells you everything.
it really does.
In the Worlds of Pixar area. Now, I was a little bit shocked when I was writing this. I'm like, the World of Pixar. And then I remembered they've changed everything into worlds, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
So let's get used to this. This is everything basically on the right-hand side that goes from Cars Rutra Quattro Rally down to Ratatouille and Toy Story Land and Cars Road Trip is all World of Pixar.
World of Pixar, yeah. Worlds of Pixars.
And now in celebration of Inside Out 2, you have 2 new statues.
Ooh.
Good, fun.
Ooh.
Yay.
They've been doing anger meet and greets and stuff, haven't they? I bet you talked about this last week, didn't you?
I think we did.
Yeah, I imagine so. Cool. That's good. I saw some pictures of the storyboat thing almost finished. The book's not back yet.
No, the book's
But
got
it's
a
all
hole
been
in
touched
it.
up. And these are things that I've seen when I've been scouring the internet. I also noticed that the labyrinth, the Curious Labyrinth, has been spruced and painted. And a certain account that will remain nameless and can be occasionally a little bit snarky commented on the fact that the bricks are green. That some of the bricks have all been painted green, and
Which bricks?
And that is a choice. So, like, you know the the bricks you run round the whatever you call it, the caucus race. The brickwork that's around that, all the little stones that are in it.
What's the
have all been
caucus
painted
race?
green. Upwards, onwards, upwards, upwards, with a dodo on the top of it.
That's
Oh, that
And you
bit.
can spin it round. And other bits like that. The little, like, cobbly almost effect stonework is all green now.
Oh, because it was like, what, purples and pinks before?
Yeah.
That was really nice. And they've done it. Is it all one
Greens.
colour green?
No, deep green for like the mortar
Okay.
bit, and then a pale green for the stones, basically. It looks quite good.
Okay.
But as the nameless account were put, it's a choice.
Right.
It's a choice, everybody. It's a choice.
Oh. I wonder if they've done that throughout.
There was some other little bits of news. Annette's have got a new Burger de Paris.
Ooh.
And it's...
La la.
I can't remember exactly what's in it. I'm guessing it's going to be brie and mushrooms if it's French themed.
Onions and
But
and,
what caught my
snails.
eye is they've got burger and chips, and wedged in between, they've got like this Eiffel Tower sculpted out of potato, just kind of sitting on the plate. It's quite something.
Wow.
I know. It's quite something in a 50s themed burger joint.
Ah. Yeah.
Check that out. What else did I see that was going on? Oh, and Yacht Club at Newport Bay is closing for refurbishment on, I think, the 29th of August. So if you're staying at Newport Bay and you fancied eating at the Yacht Club, just know that that's going down. So check your app. It's got all the closures on there. And make different plans. I've never been to Yacht Club. I know that it's got a lot of fish on the menu.
We haven't eaten at the Yacht Club. We went to the buffet, whatever it's called. Can't remember what it's called. That one.
Ruth is jealous watching Lucy eat her lint.
Sorry.
John says, have you seen Arundel Castle? Construction looks like it's ramping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great pictures out there of all of that at the moment. There's proper buildings. Proper building work all done. It's nearly there. It's quite exciting, isn't it? It's more exciting, I think, than the Avengers campus was, because we didn't get to see much of that as it was happening. You could see the building for the Spider-Man web adventure, but none of the fascia stuff didn't become apparent until right at the end.
And also there weren't any landmarks to look out for.
No.
There was no, everything was square buildings anyway. Don't get me wrong.
Quinjet, excuse me.
Oh, I got very excited about the Quinjet. When they put the platform on and we got an aerial photograph of it, I tried to do a whole show on it, and you two were just like, yeah, let's move on. This is a grainy photo.
Remember when they used to put stuff at the bottom of the Quinjet stand to stop people from running up the side of it?
Oh, happy days. It's a funny thing, construction work, though, is because nothing happens for ages because they do all the groundwork and run pipes and electric and you can't see it happening. And then stuff springs up really quickly and you're like, oh, so exciting. But then it slows right down again when
They've got to shop fit it.
They've got to do all the fiddly like light fittings and stuff afterwards. And so it can get really like, you get these different speeds of excitement. So yeah, it's looking amazing. It doesn't make me think, oh wow, they're going to open it this winter. I don't think that's the case. I think we're still looking at a year, unfortunately.
But hey, when we go next summer, hopefully it'll be there.
Joey says, just saw the Potato Tower and it's pretty cool. However, I do think you could get an A and an I from Alpha Bytes and recreate it. I haven't seen it, so let me have a look. Shall I look on the account that shall be named?
Yeah.
It'd be more structurally sound if you used two A's, wouldn't it? Or an A and a V and an I.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, I do believe. Right, I'm going to do a bit of admin stuff now because this is quite important admin stuff, and sometimes if we leave it to the last 10 minutes, we get stuck out.
Oh, I'm looking at the green.
No, I don't think an O would do it.
And I like it. I think I like it.
It's nice. It's nice, isn't it?
I think I like that. Yeah. Right. Sorry, go on.
It's all right.
Apologise for my coughing, by the way.
We just got a text message to say that another member of cast from the producers has tested positive for COVID. So good luck, you two.
Is that 3 now?
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right because we've had something already, and I've had 7 jabs. So I might have had it, and it just be like almost.
I'm pretty sure that if you don't test for COVID, you don't get COVID. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm going to be all right.
Right.
Yeah, that Eiffel Towers. It just looks like a weird chip.
I thought they'd put roast parsnips on the plate along with the chips.
This is great TV.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right. Let me do my admin. So I'm going to start at the end first. In 2022, we did a 4-hour marathon show for charity.
We did.
And we managed to raise £1,000 for... Oh, I always get the name of the charity. It's Dementia UK, but it's not called Dementia UK. It's like the UK Dementia... I don't know. That one. The major dementia charity for the UK. Dementia and Alzheimer's Society. So we're going to do it again. This time we're going to try and raise more. I don't know whether we're going to go for 1,500 or 2,000. Ooh.
Yeah.
And we did various different things throughout it. So we had a bit of a quiz going on. We had a sort of a sweepstake. We were giving out prizes left, right and centre.
Some lovely viewers actually made... one lovely viewer made some ears for us, didn't they? That we gave away as a prize. Bob did some of his... pyromaniac stuff that he does. What's it called?
Yeah, pyrography.
Pyrography, yeah. He'd made
we did some we did some like cooking segments, did we? Or was it mango with?
we cooked some stuff. We cooked up a storm. It's where the hot sauce challenges started from. It's where we started with the hot sauce.
We
because
tried
Lucy had
to
some.
do like a mini review of all the Marvel films, but it was rushed and I don't think the sound was good at that point.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that whole chat again.
Hugh
really.
put clips in his hair for every £10 raised or something as well.
my
And
head
ended
was
with hundreds of hair clips. In
We
his
had a
hair.
menu of things you could sponsor us to do. So if you sponsored £10, then Hugh put a clip in there. He sponsored us 50. Then I can't remember what the menu was. We did as anything silly we could, but we talked a lot about Disney and we talked a lot about Disneyland Paris and various other things. I think at some point we just did like a half hour on DVC or something. It's like we had a schedule, didn't we?
We sang some songs as well, didn't we?
We did. Had a
We sang few
music
songs.
hour.
We did.
We had guests.
Yeah, we did Mallet's Mallet with the kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had a couple of guests on from other shows.
We had Mercedes from Chat Disney,
Yeah.
and we had
Sam for God.
Sam for God.
So we're gonna do this again.
Let's get the trackers this year.
I think we're gonna try. Well, we're still discussing details. The thing was, let's get producers out of the way and then let's talk about this charity show. So we've literally just talked about it today. So we don't have a date for the diary for you. We're going to tell you what it might be. It might be Saturday the 21st of September, but we're certainly looking at that area. So end of September, beginning of October. And I think we're going to go for longer. So it might be 6 hours instead of 4. We're going to try and raise more money and we're going to do more mad things. So we're getting this in with you early. And if you've got any particular things that you would like us to talk about or ideas of daft things that you think we would do, daft things you think people might sponsor us to do, I don't know. Within reason, no one's shaving their head, I don't think. Well, I'm the only one that would matter for, yeah. Just let us know. But one of the things we do know we will be doing is we will be raffling off our Disney-themed crocheted blanket. Now, I know a lot of you know about this, but I'm just going to go over it again. We've been making these... Can you pass me some different ones, Huey?
Oh my word, there are actually loads of them.
The stacks and stacks and stacks over there. We did a call out for these 15 centimetres by 15 centimetre crocheted granny squares that I am then going to sew together, like Mike Wazowski, that I'm then going to sew together to make a blanket, a Disney-themed blanket. So some of them are very obviously themed like that, Mike Wazowski.
Mike's eye, when you do make it on, actually needs to have a patch over the top of it that says, like, created by or something that just covers it up.
Okay.
I think it's important.
I can't believe
this is just...
I'm on a quilt.
It's just a colour scheme, so that one was for Jungle Book. So some of them are quite explicit, some of them are less so. We've got a Tinkerbell one there, which is a little bows and a shoes. Got a Finding Nemo. We've got a Winnie the Pooh, so beautiful.
Look at this Rapunzel one.
It's great.
It's got like a full plaited bit of hair on it.
And this week we got from Nick's Michelle. I think Nick is in the chat, so I presume Michelle's with him. We got 5 more, so I'm just going to show you those. We've got, this is Ursula, and I don't know how well you can see from there, but we've got individual tentacles that have got purple inside the tentacles that you can play with. It reminds me of like, there's these toys you can make for premature babies for them to play with that, and it's that kind of thing.
Kids sensory mat.
Yeah, one of those. We've got a Woody from Toy Story 1. That way up, I believe. So you've got your cowskin thing. Very good. We've got I love this one. This one's my favourite that's been sent. Up. And it's got the clouds into it. It's so good. And then we've got a Mickey. And we've got a Disney bound of another Finding Nemo one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these all together, or crochet them together, to make a nice big blanket. I'm getting a good amount now, but I do need more. And then we're going to raffle it off, and it's all going to be for charity. So if there's anyone out there who can crochet 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, or as close as you can get it, and Disney bounding as something, and then I will do the rest. But other than that, we want ideas for our charity show, what you would like it to include, and we will get to you with a concrete date as soon as we can.
I want us to do hot sauce karaoke.
Yes.
So what we do is we have an increasingly heating up array of sauces, and after we try each one, we have to then sing a song.
Yeah. It's gonna be like under the sea. Darling, it's better.
I got for Hugh's birthday, I got him a hot sauce hamper, and I got you this ridiculously expensive. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Chili X or something?
Yes,
Pepper X.
The new hottest chili in the world.
That's been breeded to be like 3 times hotter than Carolina Reaper or whatever the previous hot one was. Yes, it's in there. So maybe we make that like the biggest.
Nick says we all have to Disney bound for the marathon show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. In a heartbeat, I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah. It's called Gator hot sauce.
Ooh.
And it's contains the new Guinness World Record Pepper X. It's very runny.
It's quite runny, isn't it?
Yeah. Chris has brought some hot sauce today. We're having some now.
We could do, couldn't we? Yeah, because this was actually sent in. My phone is over there, so unless you can tell me from Facebook and remind me who sent it in. But a couple of weeks ago, this came through the post from one of you wonderful viewers / listeners. It's called Scorchio, and it's from Fat Man Chili, I think it says. I think that's what it says. Yes, Fat Man Chili products are handmade using only the finest natural ingredients. It's got 5 chilies on the front of it, and it's vegetarian / vegan, one of the two. I'm not sure which. And the person who sent it in said it's got a bit of a kick, but I can't remember who it was who sent it in. But I'm very excited to try it. What's a little bit strange about it is it looks like it could be like a pasta sauce,
Yeah. It's a bit, yeah.
And so I'm looking at it thinking it's going to be really creamy and tasty, but it's
thick
probably
and
going to be
herby.
well hot.
There's lots going on in the chat. Joey said he's happy to help create social content for the charity show. We may take you up on that, Joey. Thank you very much for the offer. And then
James Wade sent us
James.
The hot sauce. We found a hot sauce tent at a local food festival in Windsor recently, and we love the top level one so much. We bought you guys one to try.
John's saying he would like to see some fellow DLP podcast guests. Chat Disney, dedicated to DLP tips for Irish, etc. I think certainly we're going to be inviting our content creating pals to get involved. We do have some contacts there, so thank you for that. Joey says, in the theme of sports to go with summer, you should do a Disney Olympics.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
Ooh.
I also wanted to do a bracket thing, but I think I can work out a bit like the Office Olympics. Yeah, we should do something like that. And Tanya said, by the way, I never got to mention this, but I love your Disney bounds at Crystal Palace in Walt Disney World. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hugh was Rabbit, I was Pooh, and Bonnie was Piglet.
But most people thought it was Christopher Robin, which is frustrating.
Ed Swan said he made, now get this, a fermented peach hot sauce last week.
Ooh.
Hey.
That sounds like nothing I've ever heard of.
What's this called?
I know, it smells lovely though.
Ooh.
All right.
Ah, there it is.
That's really tasty.
It's not too... Oh, actually, it's kicking in a bit now. That's a builder. It's a builder.
Oh, gosh, that is a builder.
I'm getting quite a lot this time. I can handle a lot now because I have it every day.
Anti-inflammatory in it.
Yeah, I'm not handling as much these days as it has a pretty nasty effect on me.
It's very nice.
It's pretty hot, is that?
It's got a nice kick to it.
It smells hot.
Would you give it 4? 4?
Yeah, I'd say that was a 4.
Out of 4?
Yeah, 4.
You want this one here then? This is Gator Hammock. This is what Hugh and Lucy brought me back from the States. So I'll put a bit of that in for you to try as well.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of it. It's been my go-to recently, which will tell you that it's not actually that spicy because it's just doing the job for me. It's quite tasty though.
It's smoky.
Yes. It is smoky.
I like that.
Yeah.
They're both very nice.
They are both very nice.
I might get some of that next time.
Nick says Chris could be Jafar, Lucy is Maleficent, and Hugh is Woody. Villain theme.
Oh, I haven't got a Maleficent. That would mean doing a new Disney bound. Although I'm always up for creating new Disney bounds, if I'm honest. We've constantly been saying we're going to do 3 Caballeros sometime, haven't we?
Yeah. I would like to do 3 Caballeros. We could keep changing throughout, just to add even more pressure to it, moving from area to area.
This is why we have to start planning this. We'd have to start planning the date and everything now, but it's we keep getting these crazier and crazier ideas. I think I was going to do some cocktail making. I really wanted to recreate my favourite cocktail. Well, I don't have cocktails. It would be the non-alcoholic speciality beverage.
I wonder if we could find a way to allow some viewers to come and be there as well, and then you can make cocktails for people.
Ooh,
interesting.
We'd have to vet them.
We would have to vet them, yeah. Yes. You should also do your own Disney fireworks at the end of the night. They'll be out in September to prepare for Halloween bonfire night.
Wow, so there's lots to think about. We're also going to get the kids involved, mainly because they will be in the house, won't they? We don't do it at our house, we do it at Chris's house, because he's got a slightly more open plan lower floor.
Chris's side of the house, because we all live at 37 Disney Street.
So
of course.
On your lower floor, you've got a little living room area, a little dining room area, and
a
kitchen, haven't you? And a snug, so we can kind of set up multiple cameras, which works really well.
Then we just have to figure out how we can get microphones in all those spaces.
Bonnie says, get me involved.
Get me involved.
Get me involved. Yeah, so that's really fun. We've got 4 minutes left, guys. What are we going to do for 4 minutes?
4 minutes. If any of you are travelling to DLP now, or you just got back from DLP, are you going for your summer holidays? Don't forget us. Send us some trip reports, because we haven't had any for ages, have we?
Got a lot of sauce here.
No, that's true. That's very true. What would be like our... Is there something we need at the moment? We need someone who's been to see this or that we haven't seen.
I mean, what have we not seen at DLP recently? All of it. So yeah, review of the Royal Pub. We had one of those.
Oh gosh, yeah. Did you see people watching the football? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to reiterate. It was mentioned briefly earlier, and I know we've got international listeners and things. If you're not in the UK, you might not know that England won the quarterfinals of the football.
They did. Whoop whoop.
The semi-finals are on Wednesday for the European Cup, and if they win the semi-finals, they're obviously through to the final, and the final is at 8 p.m. next Sunday.
Indeed.
So if England win the football on Wednesday, there won't be a show.
So let's hope Sunday. They don't win.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
yeah.
Chris will want to watch it.
I will.
Me and Hugh tend to watch it ironically. And laugh at the footballers' haircuts.
Oh, shush. You're like a big fan of football now. You've watched Wrexham, aren't you?
And I am. I'm all about it. And I presume that most of our listeners will be wanting to watch the football as well. So, yeah, if next week's show is contingent on England losing on Wednesday, which I must say, given previous form, is quite likely. Who are they against? The Netherlands?
Netherlands.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Are they better than us?
It depends how we line up and whether we turn up or not.
It depends if we kick a ball.
We have this really good habit of not conceding many goals. This is what everyone who's come to listen to a DLP podcast wants to hear about. We have a really good habit of not conceding many goals, but also not scoring many goals either, and not really coming alive until we're losing. So yeah, we could win. It could happen. Might not.
Steph and Gino joined us. We have missed a few. Sorry. Great to be back. How was Animal Kingdom? Well, we love Animal Kingdom. We love it, don't we? And got to see Dino Land probably for the last time, and we really absorbed it.
We over-appreciated. We just walked around going, this is amazing.
Once you know something's going, we went into that shop, Chester and Hester's, and the inside of that shop is incredible. I think it's the best shop in any of the parks. It's amazing.
It's the best shop in the world.
There's so much stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. If you go in there, get in that shop and absorb it. Loved the videos, Lucy. Hugh, when will your videos be up? I've been so busy catching up. I've also started to write Calamity James for the Beano now as well. So,
have you?
So I'm even more busy. But I might have some time next week to start them. They usually take a good couple of weeks each do mine because I can only do them a bit at a time.
Well, Stefan's just updated. He said he meant Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, I don't know if you did an Animal Kingdom Lodge one. I think you'd retired by then.
No, I did a little
room tour.
I did a quick route, like an express room tour. Yeah.
My Wilderness Lodge should be up by the end of the week, and then I've got a Magic Kingdom one and an Epcot one, and then the Animal Kingdom one will be after the Animal Kingdom Lodge one will be after that. So I reckon about 3-4 weeks you'll get the Animal Kingdom Lodge one. I'm just doing them when I've time to.
We were in that shop today in the White Rose Centre that I call Flying Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Flying Copenhagen is it called? And Lucy saw a chap in a Wilderness Lodge t-shirt, so she said, "Oh, that's my favourite resort," and it turned out they were DVC members of Saratoga Springs, just like us.
Thing is,
so we had a little tiny chat with them.
Here's the beauty of Disney. I don't regularly talk to strangers, and I find it weird and icky and awkward, and I wouldn't know what to say. But the minute I know somebody is a Disney fan, or in particular a DVC member, because then you know that they're really Disney fans and they've been a lot, I can't stop talking. Always. I'll talk to any of them anywhere. That's why I like talking to you guys so much. You all love it. You're all with us. You all geek out like we do. You get it, man. You get it.
I get it, yeah.
Get it.
But it's been a long time since I've been now, so I'm you know, you have those moments. You know this, don't you? It happens, doesn't it? You have a bit of a space. You've gone on the trip and it's amazing. Then you spend the next 6 months getting excited about the next time you go. But if it's too far in the future, you have that lull in between where you're suddenly like, oh, I've forgotten what the magic is. I don't remember the magic.
Let's get a podcast trip going, Chris.
We ought to, didn't we?
We did.
Didn't we?
We did.
What are you doing the 13th of September? Oh, well.
Probably not that.
Right. Well, it's 31 minutes past, so we're going to say adios.
We're doing extra magic time for Patreon subscribers. We're going to do that in a minute. Don't know what we're going to talk about.
Pop music. Dooba-dooba-dooba.
First one we've done in
Bob Shoe Up.
Let's just waffle a bit about various things.
Like we've done the show tonight.
We're getting back in.
Freestyle it.
So yeah, somebody said you could do a speed Lego build. I like that idea. I also like trying to do a Disney jigsaw during the 6 hours as well, and inviting guests to help us with the jigsaw. And then was something else. Yeah, and then other people are saying, "Oh well, so you definitely are having a show next Sunday then, because they've no faith in us."
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. I think it's worth putting out the slight disclaimer that if we somehow manage on Wednesday to get past the Netherlands,
it's a win-win. It's a win-win either way.
I mean, how fun would it be to do a live watch along?
That's what I said to Chris earlier.
I'm not sure how the boys would. But you could come to ours and we could all watch it and do a live show whilst we're watching it. It would drive Laura nuts.
It'd be very different.
She said she's never watching the football with the boys on her own ever again after last night. So,
why?
Because they just mess about all the time and they're very loud and enthusiastic.
And yeah, Lucas gets very emotional at an England loss, doesn't he?
And it was Ollie that got emotional last time.
Oh, was it Ollie?
Yeah, he was bawling his eyes out. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
See what's riding on this, guys. Right, okay. So we will see you on the flip side for Extra Magic Hours if you are a Patreon pal. See you soon. Bye-bye. I've been Lucy, these have been boys. Bye-bye.
Arrivederci.
Peace.
That wasn't as slick as
Adios, au revoir, Wiedersehen, ta-ta-ta. Goodbye.
Nice. This is like...
Get lost, get out.
It's like flicking. It tastes like fajitas.